Hello, welcome to my third video in the series Promote Your Music Cheap. This one's going to be covering YouTube data. If you like the series, like and subscribe each video if you wish. I try to populate the videos in YouTube when I can. I have two prior videos if you want to check them out. They're more for the rudimentary level or beginning level. A lot of you probably might just jump to this video because this is just going to be kind of interesting possibly for you to kind of look at the data I collected over 10 years or so, and what worked and what didn't work in a sense. I just kind of talk about the positives in a sense. So anyway, I chose this video to be next because one can just simply take a cell phone video and then upload it, and so that's why I chose this topic. Social media, including YouTube, I have found with kind of painstakingly, it's more for production and not for making money. You may actually lose money. Now, I'm trying to, if you know my other videos, I kind of give it to you straight. Yeah, so that's that. I'll talk about the money in a second, later. I think it's important to be humble. You're not the Beatles, so do the best you can. All right. If you think you're great, you might be really disappointed. If you think you're putting it out there and just see what happens, that's a much better approach, because in the beginning you may not have any likes, you may not have any viewers at all. So so the second point is tenacity. Just keep doing it and see the results after, and see what works for you on your channel, in your particular genre of music or whatever. Just for the record, I kind of took a shotgun approach. I made a bunch of videos. I just put them out there and see what happens. And it's like a donut shop. You make strawberry donuts, chocolate donuts, whatever donuts, and people like what they like. I'm an old guy, so I'm not going to appeal to a lot of younger folk. I have no appeal much anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point. My music might. So so that's really it. So I took a shotgun approach and then see what happens. And I think the most important thing I said, like in the other videos, have fun, because it can be a little frustrating if you're really serious about it. And it's like, okay, go back to what makes you happy. Okay. So again, before we look at the data, we could take a look at kind of how YouTube works a little bit in terms of payment. A lot of people like interested in the money aspect, so let's get that out of the way. YouTube payment is based on views, duration, and subscription. So to get paid from YouTube, you need about 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of views each year. Okay, and that's in the USA. Other countries might be different. After that, you achieve at a certain level, then you get a 30-day review, and then you get payouts. And when you get paid out, it's usually paid about $100 minimum. Okay, so you get paid $1.5 per 1K views. Okay, so music is the lower end of the category ads. A higher end would be real estate and high finance or whatever those. Those are going to pay much more per 1K views. So, but in music, it's about 1.5 or less, or more. It can be more too. There are other ways to make money, such as using affiliates. You can learn that on your own. There's plenty of videos on this. So basically, if you make if you have about 67,000 views per month, you do the math. You deduct it, divide it by 1,000 views, and that's about 200, and you multiply that by 1.5, which is the cost of the ad, and you break the $100 barrier. Okay, 67,000 views per month is a lot. If you're starting out, it's gonna be like, you're gonna be like, well, how do you get 67,000 views per month? So anyway, once again, it's not about making the money. It's more for promo. If you're again involved with a label, they take care of everything, and then you make money. But they also make money too. So you can want to pay. This is more about videos on the cheap. If you want to pay out, then you're gonna have increased, and I'll talk about that in the video also, how you can pay a little bit to get an increase. So a couple of things before we look at the data. You need when you upload your video, work on the description a little bit. Describe your video as best you can, and you can use a lot in the description box. And when you do that, it helps with the algorithms. Okay. Second thing is a decent thumbnail picture. You want it to be somewhat attracting. You're a little fish in a big sea. There are people who are way better at quality production in terms of videos, in terms of even music, and in terms of pictures. So just do the best you can, and then put up a decent picture that you might find it attracts it. So it's called a thumbnail. Content is other videos that may not have anything to do with your music. So you have your product, which is in a sense your music, and then you have content. Now, what I've done for content is varied. I do playlists, I do showcase type of stuff. You'll see this. I do things. I go back and I take videos of animals. This is all content that goes on your YouTube page, videos, having nothing to do with your music. So, I mean, you can throw your music in the background of the other things, of the videos, but content I have found to be 85% of my viewers coming from that, and my songs are actually about 15%. Okay, so, and the idea is that the content, when you put it out there, it spills over. So when they click on your video, your name's there, and they click, which is your channel. They click your name on the channel, and boom, you may have some spillover into your music, and we'll see that in a sense. So, and just note, I have about 50 songs out currently, and about 150 videos out currently. Okay, so let's just say you set a goal of 1,000. Okay, you want those 1,000 subscribers. This is an example. This is data that happened over the years. If you notice some subscribers, the most subscribers I've got is from promos. When I mean a promo, I'll explain that in another video, but what I mean by promo is you pay someone to do the kind of the social media stuff and to increase your subscribers and views, etc. These people that's what they specialize in. So again, if you're just like artist in your songwriter, whatever, you just want to put your stuff out there, and you may not know how to. You're not a salesperson. You're not an IT guy. You just kind of want to do it. So my most success has come from promos. When I mean promos, again, this video isn't cheap. I mean $5 to $10, maybe $15 at most promo. Okay. And then, and I'll just explain how to do that in another video, but that's what I mean. So promo is how I get more subscribers. Then it's a song I wrote called The Ghost. And again, these things you don't know about. You just put it out there and then just kind of watch what happens. Famous conductor, there were just videos in Hollywood named John Murphy. I got a very generic Irish name. And my song got mixed up with his. And some people actually liked it. And so actually I get subscribers from him. In a sense, not from him, but from getting mixed up. The other was a showcase series, which I'll talk about momentarily. So here's subscribers, and then his watch time. Now note that the subscribers and watch time and the views are not all in sync. Take a look at the views and then watch time. Views is here's one of my songs, Say, The Ghost, that caught up, and then there's another one, Say. Cambria was another project I did with a gal. She had a beautiful voice, and then we got some views on that. Sweet Home of Alabama is I did this gig with High School Reunion, and then so you get some clicks on it. Now, I want to say something. When you use your computer or whatever as the main source, you have a cell phone. most people do. And then if you watch videos on your cell phone, it actually counts as views and watch time. There was a funny video about probably like a matrix of 20 cell phones all doing 24-hour playlists to try to prompt up the views and watch time. You're not going to get a lot of promo, and I mean, a lot of get subscribers from that, but you're going to get a lot of views and watch time by doing that. The point is, you just take your cell phone and watch what you want. Enjoy it. Again, enjoy it along the way. You're going to get frustrated sometimes, like, why aren't people clicking that music, that song? I love that song. You may like it, but most people may not. But the song you probably don't like, maybe the one that is a hit. Now, you find that, sometimes you put things out and it's like, why are they interested in this song? That's not, my favorite, or so you get the point. So, Confusion by the Modern Plats. I was in a band called the Ulster Boys, me and a buddy of mine I grew up with. The singer, who was a great singer, went and formed the band Modern Plats. So I'm friends with these guys. The point is, I put them up, and they're collecting views also. So now, watch time. Watch time, you can see here again the watch time. We'll talk about Jay Hudd in a second. Say he's got a lot of watch time. We'll talk about that in a second. Sweet Home we already talked about. Love Bug was another one. That was a promo. And then Ulster Boys Live. This is my old band again, way back. And we got actually some watch time on that. When you're doing a live performance, this is something to think about too. If you're doing a short video and a song, 3 or 4 minutes, if you get 50% watch time, that's only going to be like, let's say, let's round it to 4 minutes. It's only going to be 2 minutes of watch time. If you have like let's go to the other extreme. Some people have these videos where you sleep, and you have these kind of ambient videos where you listen to the music. You may watch that for hours as you're sleeping. So technically it's watch time. So you have a video of like 4 minutes and you get a video of 5 hours. The watch time is going to go through the roof with those, longer videos as opposed to the short videos of your songs. So Ulster Boys Live was about, I think it's 20-minute thing, and so the more people watch it or are into it, they're pretty soon it builds up much more time than a short little video. So the point is, the views is different than watch time. You can have a ton of views, but the watch time might be low. You have a ton of views, and the subscribers might be low. So these are just 3 things they look at. So watch time is important because the goal is 4K. Subscribers is important because the goal is 1K. Views is how you make money. Next slide, if you will, or whatever, is graph, is just a quick comment on the use of the comparison between computer and mobile. They're almost around 40-45% each, and then the rest would be TV and a tablet. Notice the tablet's not that much. It's almost as much as a TV, but by far the most views is computer and cell phones. So whatever your videos are, you gotta kind of expect people to be watching them on a cell phone nowadays. Okay. So so one of the ideas of content that I just came up with, it just kind of developed, was having a playlists. Playlists mean that you develop your own playlists, and you might throw some songs in there if your video is part of that genre, if you will. So let's take a look at some of the playlists I developed. Best of Bubblegum Pop. Now, Bubblegum Pop they still play it, and it's kind of big in China. I mean, in Asia. So I think when they hit Bubblegum Pop, you get a lot of influx of some of the Asian folk. Adult Alternative playlist is the second most, but this is by far the best of Bubblegum Pop was it. I just made these playlists, and I had no idea which one would do well. That one's did well. Adult Alternative, Adult Alternative is basically, the MTV era of alternative. When you're old enough, you realize that, not get all these genres now. But they refer to it as adult alternative. So 80s pop, new wave, that kind of stuff would be considered adult alternative. That's how they categorized it. Jangle Pop. Jangle Pop's been around since the 60s, and there are people still doing it. It's really amazing to see it's still around. People are using either the Rickenbacker or the a Strat or Telly, getting that kind of jangly sound. And you see it a lot of indie bands will have it. But anyway, that's another list that I came up with. Dave and John reunions, when me and my buddy get together, we do our own covers. We do acoustic duo with covers, and seems to have some popularity. Surf guitar playlists is the other one I put on there. Alternative bands from UMass, where I came from, more college oriented. And the Modern Plaids, again, that's the band who the lead singer and my friend left and formed this bigger band, if you will. What I want to also show you is the views and the watch time. So this view refers to the videos you have that comes from your uploads. That's the views. So if you notice surf guitar playlist, I didn't play any surf guitar. I liked surf guitar, and I didn't put any of the videos up there. So that's why you don't have any 0 views. You get 0 views, 0 watch time. Now, if you notice here, Best of Jangle Pop, I get more views on the songs I put on there. And so Bubblegum Pop, there's a views from there. I put some songs on there. So the point is, you're developing content. You make these playlists, and if you put other famous bands if you want, and then people go to it, and then you might have one or two songs peppered throughout, and then when they go down the list, they play your song. Okay, that's the idea. So the most important thing in this case would be views and watch time, and then I did totals.